Well, there are a lot of different strategies out there for managing stress. One is called diaphragmatic breathing, and that really turns on our body's relaxation response. So when we talked about the fight, flight, or freeze response, that's actually our sympathetic nervous system firing, activating, and we can do some breathing that operates or activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is essentially like an off switch, where we can dial that down. There are other things that are helpful too. Progressive muscle relaxation. This is the systematic tensing and releasing of muscles to create a sense of relaxation, and then imagery-based relaxation. So maybe taking kind of a mini mental vacation, using your senses to center a place in your mind that you take yourself using visualization. Now, we can't go through all of these today, but I really want you to be able to leave again today with things that you can do, that you can take to your personal and professional life. And I want to give you an exercise here of diaphragmatic breathing. So diaphragmatic breathing is an intentional breathing. We're using our diaphragm. It feels like we're breathing into our belly, even though that's not anatomically what's happening, but it really helps bring on our relaxation response, and it actually oxygenates our body. So it can really help us start to feel a sense of calmness. Now, it is very much a skill, and I want to invite you to go through this exercise with me. In the first portion of the exercise, I'm going to give you some brief tips on how to work to engage your diaphragm when you're breathing. And then the second portion, we'll do the actual exercise. So the way to engage your diaphragm, and this is a skill, so it takes practice, is I invite you to put one hand on your chest and one on your belly, and just to notice where you're breathing. Do you notice that the hand on the chest or the belly is moving more, or are they both moving? And when we breathe from our diaphragm, what we want to work to do is really minimize movement on our top hand and really have that movement, have that air going in deeply in the body, and our bottom hand's moving. So ideally, what we're going for is the top hand having minimal movement and the bottom hand expanding as the air goes in, and then the bottom hand falling back towards our body as we exhale. And this is a quick way to check. It takes time, it takes practice. You can lay down on a couch or a bed to really see where your hands are. But this helps us understand, are we breathing deeply enough to get that air into the belly? And to see, are we engaging? Are we engaging our diaphragm? Now, that's how you can practice. That's how you can see, am I getting that air in deeply enough? To breathe in this way, what I generally encourage people to do is to take a deep breath in through your nose for 3 to 4 seconds, pause, allowing that air to fill the belly, and then exhaling through your mouth to completion. And so taking a deep breath slowly at your own pace, allowing that air, taking in a breath deeply enough that it starts to go into the belly, and then pausing and exhaling through your mouth. And that's going to be the basis of the breathing exercise.